And another thing. Yeah, it's another thing. You know what? It's about to be a whole nother definition of Kentucky Fried in Kentucky. You can believe that. People ain't boarding up buildings and windows. Store owners, business owners ain't preparing for the worst and praying for the best for nothing. Because they was hoping and wishing that justice would be served and their businesses might be salvaged in this Breonna Taylor case. And I'm afraid the justice system did not do what was expected by the people. That's what happened. And I'm the first to tell you how much I can't stand incompetence, but even more than that, it's the handling of incompetence. It's like not being able to stand a bad kid, a shitty kid, just loud, obnoxious, spoiled, brat-like, not knowing how to behave in public kid. What's worse than that is the weak parent showing you why that kid is so bad and letting you see what happens at home, which is the reason why the end result in public is what it is. Shitty parenting, weak parenting produces retarded acting, undisciplined, unruly kids. We all know this. You're not going to get me to buy into, a parent not disciplining their child. You're not going to get me to buy into why they didn't do it. If they have any type of religion, if they've studied any type of religion, then you already saw, if you spare the rod, you spoil the child, and you ruin the lives of others. That's how it's written, or at least that's how I understand it. So don't give me no shit about incompetence and the handling of incompetence not being something that can be regulated. What happened in Kentucky, you can go on carry your ass on with that whole wanton endangerment. You can go on here with that, man. I don't know where the hell or why the hell that's never been brought up before. And if it had been brought up before in cases like this, it was bullshit then and it's bullshit now. You understand that? Bullshit. Bullshit. I'm calling bullshit. Because if you believe in shit like wanton endangerment, then you believe Sandra Bland hung herself. That's what you believe. You believe stupid stuff. You believe stuff that don't make no sense. You believe stuff that ain't true. That's what you believe. I ain't gonna buy it. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna believe it. I ain't gonna do it. I'm just not. I ain't. So let's just skip over that and let's just say the justice system paled in comparison to some cases which they've done better in. This is another one that has been done horribly in. And as of the more recent criminal acts that have involved police officers, this is probably one of the most egregious. And it's just shitty and it's just sad and it's just terrible. And that baby was 26 years old, and her job and her profession in her field was saving lives. Trying to get people well again, helping the community and in the healthcare field. And she died with no real justification and some doctored up diagnosis of an explanation which gives no justice to the family. And now, yeah, $12 million looks like even less of a buy-off and a payoff, because I'd like to believe that they were giving the family $12 million with the condition that there'd be some type of reform for the police department and the way that it was handled. But not to give the people $12 million only for the verdict to come back as ridiculously written and absurdly spoken as it was. And I tell you, it's all frustrating. It all piss you off. It all make your ass itch. It all make your head hurt, because you just can't wrap your mind around so many acts going unjustly justified and done the way it's being done. You hate to point the finger at the police department, but damn it, shit, if the police can't be regulated and you don't have any consequence for when they do fuck up, then what do you expect? It's just going to be more acts like that. It's going to be more suspensions and, paid leave and, all kind of stuff like that. It's like where nothing happens. Now here's your chicken and the egg theory. What happens first? The unjust act, then the riot and the looting and the civil unrest, and then the police are outmanned? Or the shit that you say. Oh, the people are just outrageous and crazy, and then the police have to get involved, and now you can't have it both ways. See, here's what I'm saying. Here's what I say. This is what you do. Let's everybody now understand the plight of Kyle Rittenhouse. Kyle Rittenhouse had it right all the time. Kyle Rittenhouse had it right. Okay? Because if you heard the people say, well, the people, the Democrats or the Republicans or whoever you want to call them, is not doing anything about the unrest that's going on and the unjust actions that's going on. So Kyle Rittenhouse brought his ass from over there to over here to do something about it. Well, depending on how you see it, egg, chicken, egg, whichever one you saw first, the unjust action is happening. Now people are seeing that the shit is happening over here in Kentucky. Now people is coming over to lend a hand. And what they gonna lend a hand doing? Letting them know how unhappy they are, how upset they are, how frustrated they are, how fed up they are at acts like this happening repeatedly over and over, and nobody getting their just desserts. Okay? Now, damn it, either Kyle was right by coming over to help, or the acts of the government or the state or the people that are in charge is not right. And then people all come together to get some kind of justice when justice had their shot and chance at getting it right. And they missed it by a long shot. I mean by a long shot. 3 people involved. Nobody black was involved, so it ain't no black on black. And see, the only reason, let me talk to you. The only reason why I say about the black on black part, because the people who are making the cases and the people who are making the argument of how blacks act towards blacks, violently towards blacks. Okay, it wasn't no black people involved. There wasn't no black people involved. The only people here that was involved that were black were the victims. The only people that were involved that were black were the victims. This ain't Chicago. This ain't people who are shooting one another, because if you engage in a lifestyle of shooting one another and getting shot at by one another, okay, you can almost kind of understand, well, dude, if you were shooting at somebody and somebody shot at you and you got hit, you kind of got to use a little bit of leverage in your thinking. Okay, you probably got to understand deaths and dying happening. This was not that. This was not that. This is the people who would be doing the shooting and justified in doing the shooting. That doesn't necessarily mean they're right every time they open fire with their weapons. This had to be one of them. This had to be one of them. This shit sounded so made up about the wall and shooting through. Somebody could have been shot. Somebody might have been shot as a result of the shooting. Somebody did get shot. Somebody did get hurt. Somebody was in danger. Somebody was killed. How can you overlook that to persecute somebody for the potential of somebody getting hurt when somebody not only got hurt, got killed? You can't reason that with me. Don't try. Don't try. Don't try. Normally, yes, I do want the answers. Normally, yes, I would like an answer to it. This is rhetorical, more or less, when I said, what the fuck is warrant? Wanted, whatever the hell, endangerment, when the endangerment, the utmost and the highest form of endangerment would be getting killed or death. There was a death. There was a killing. You're totally overlooking that to say the potential of. The potential happened. The potential. See, that's what I'm saying. See, that's why people are no longer. No, not even no longer. They have stopped regarding what is right and what makes sense, because what does make sense and what is right doesn't happen anyway. So it's like, how do you expect anybody else to act with civil restraint? And you're spitting right in their face. You're giving them the most unbelievable results to the most egregious actions there are, and you want everybody to just take it, bend over, and just say, well, that's just the way it is. Ain't hell no. Do you have an honor? We lost to Breonna. We all publicly lost to Breonna, but do you have an honor of your own? I have plenty of honors in my life. You know, I got Deanna, I got Shaquana, I got Lashana, I got Elizana. I got plenty of honors in my life that I wouldn't want to give up, not one, to the police or to anybody else. I would be hurt, and I would be probably wanting to set the whole world on fire at the loss of just one of them. You know what I'm saying? And that is more or less what it's starting to become. It's more or less, I'm looking at everybody around me and realizing now it could be any one of y'all that I could lose as a result of the way things are being handled now. And damn it, I'm fucking frustrated. And that's how shit get burnt down. Point blank, plain and simple.